Hello, everyone. This is your favorite show, Meet Charles, the MC show. Today, I come your way with another exciting discussion or topic. Studying and working in Germany. We know some students in Germany can work, or almost everybody can work. But what goes into it? What is about working in Germany? With me here to do this discussion is Mr. Prince. Mr. Prince, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah. Viewers would like to know a bit or something about yourself.
Okay, as you've already said, I'm Prince Opoku. I'm a Ghanaian, and I've been in Germany for the past 2 years. I'm a student, and I'm offering my master's in economic behavior and governance. Yeah.
Thank you so much for this profile. So we go straight to working and studying in Germany. How is working in Germany like as a student? Can you work throughout the year? Is getting a job so easy in your city?
Yeah, this is interesting because I think Germany is one of the countries, is a really nice country for people to be here as a student, and very nice for students to also work here. Because as a student, we have a mini job, we have part-time and a full-time for students, which is available for students that students can engage themselves in. So yeah, working in Germany is really nice, and I entreat everybody to come. And in terms of getting a job in my city where I am, which is University, the Castle City, I think it's quite easy for students to get a job in my city because there are job agencies available for students who can just contact them anytime they need jobs, and immediately there's a job, they can just hook you up or link you up for you to get any job. Even people from different cities, normally come to my city for work. People from other city like Wittenhausen, people even from Göttingen normally come to the city for my job. So it's quite easy for students to get a job here.
Yeah, so it's about you connecting yourself to a job agency.
Yeah.
And the job agency getting you a job.
Yeah, sure.
And the laws allow you to work for some days in the year because you can't work throughout the year.
Yeah, sure. And per the law, students are supposed to, work 120 full days, and that is a full day, and 240 days for half a day for the part-time. So yeah, students can really work, but as a student, there's a restricted number of days that you are supposed to obey the law. So that is it.
We will come to that about the days that students can work.
Okay. Yeah,
so
sure.
You have any idea about big city, small city influence on getting a job? And can you start work as soon as you arrive in Germany? Big city, small city?
Okay, big city versus small city. I think, as we already know, as a big city, it is quite diverse. A lot of companies in there, students can grab more opportunities. And, when it comes to transportation,
yeah,
when it comes to deliveries,
yeah,
stuff like health sector, IT sector, there are a whole lot of sectors and a whole lot of companies in big city compared to the smaller city. So I would say that there is much influence in the cities,
So there's a difference between big city and small city.
Yeah, sure.
When it comes to getting a job as a student.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so it has an influence on you.
Yeah, sure. It really have much influence on you. And you were also talking about as soon as you start, you come to Germany, can you start work? Obviously, it's a no and it's a yes, because when you are in Germany, you have to, there is certain procedures as a student you need to go through. There are certain documents that you need to get available on you for you to apply for any job. Documents like as a student, when you come to Germany, you have to first of all go to the registrar office, which is the Meldeamt, so that we register with them, and based on that, they can give you the Meldebescheinigung, which is the certificate of registration.
Okay.
So based on the certificate of registration, you can be able to, go to your insurance company for a membership certificate, which is the Mitgliedsbescheinigung. That is a German word for it. So you can get this certificate, and from there, you can your tax ID and your social Steuernummer. Yeah, which is the tax ID will be given to you by the Rathaus or the city. So from there, you can open an account with a German bank, because in applying for a job, you need an account so that in case you are being paid, they can pay through your account. So getting these all documents available as soon as you have these documents, you are good to go. You can get job to do.
Yeah, so it's about documentation.
Yeah.
You need to get some documents to
sure.
allow you work in Germany.
Yeah, sure.
So it's a bit difficult starting a job as soon as you arrive in Germany.
Yeah,
You have to wait for some time before you can start working.
You can start working, yeah.
As a student.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much for your submissions. We're going for a quick break. We'll be right back.
Sure.
So your certificate might not be so relevant for the workplace in Germany.
Yeah, sure. With a bachelor degree, it's quite difficult.
You have to come and start all over in Germany.
Yeah, because even with your bachelor's, they need to scale up.
They need to scale
to see that you meet the German standard,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's very important that in applying, people in the IT sector are quite, lucky, I'll say that, for them to, get that exposure. But people with different sector or different courses, I think it's quite a bit difficult for,
So basically your bachelor's degree, it's still here with me is Mr. Prince. Mr. Prince, it's about working in Germany as a student. Do you have any idea about the work permit document given to students?
Yeah, I know a lot of idea about the work permit, and basically the work permit, that is a permit which is given to you, then, to be able to work in Germany.
Okay.
And as a student, normally it is being given a year or 2 years, depending on the city that you are in. So like when you are given a 1 year permit to work or to study and work in Germany, so it depends on you whether you are going to work based on a mini job, a part-time, or maybe a full-time. So basically that is how the work permit really works. Yeah.
So you're telling viewers that in Germany, you can work do mini job or part-time job or full-time job as a student.
Yeah, sure.
And the permit given you allows you to do that.
Yeah, sure.
But how much do you get from these mini job, part-time, full-time jobs?
Okay, with
it's about living and studying in Germany.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Students who are in for the mini job basically receive 140 euros every month, and this is non-taxable.
Non-taxable.
Yeah, you are not.
You pay no tax.
Yeah, you don't pay any tax for that. And with a part-time, normally, which is a range between 800 to 1,000. So, and it depends on the company's pay rate. Most companies pay a higher rate compared to other companies. So, it's possible you can receive 800 and to 1,000 euros, and this is taxable. They have a percentage that they calculate on your amount. And with a full-time work, you can receive something like 1,000 and upwards. And this too is taxable. So
over 1,000, 5,000. It depends on the company.
Or it depends on the company that you are working
or the
for.
job agency that you're working with.
Sure.
But it's taxable.
It's taxable.
And I think you cannot work throughout the year.
Yeah, sure. You cannot work throughout the year. With a full time, you cannot work throughout the year. It's only for 6 months. You can work for 6 months.
120 days full time.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah.
And what about the part time?
Yeah, with the part time, you can work for the whole year. You can work for the whole year, and it depends on the company. At times, if you are being assigned to a company and the hours are quite less for you, it is an advantage for you as a student, which means you can work throughout the year.
Yeah. But that would depend on the company and the city.
That is it.
And where to get a job.
Yeah, that is it.
And stuff.
Yeah, but with a mini job, it is guaranteed, which is a 450 that you can work throughout the year. It is guaranteed. For all students. Yeah.
Thanks for your information, Mr. Prince. Viewers, we're taking a quick break, just a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. Mr. Prince, you are from Ghana and your official language is English, right?
Yeah, sure.
And Germans speak Deutsch. Yeah. So is the language an obstacle to getting a job in Germany?
Yeah, I would say a yes and a no.
Okay.
Yeah, a yes because most companies demand students, to at least know the basics of German, so that at least you can be able to interact your way throughout the company. So it's very important when you are coming, at least you should have a fair idea about the knowledge and be able to interact. At least the basic, the language skills, the basic language skills is very important. And I know because most companies are international companies. And basically, I was working with one company that was in American company.
Oh, good.
Wayfair, and basically most of their stuff that they do are in English language. So getting, the interaction and the cooperation between students, and the workers as a whole was very superb, and I think it was okay for us. So it's quite dicey, It's a yes and it's a no.
No situation.
So, but basically, I'm treating each and everyone at least to get the basic language skills to be able to, maneuver throughout. Yeah.
So learn some basic Deutsch, get some basics in the German language if you want to be successful in Germany when it comes to getting a job. Mr. Prince, let's say I am a newcomer, I'm a new student in Germany. Where do I get a job? How can I get a job?
Yeah, I think as a newcomer in Germany, you need to get available documents, which is very necessary before you can just start to apply for a job. Or maybe through your friends to get to know more jobs that are available that they employ students. So
The immigration office.
Yeah, the immigration office.
Or the foreign office.
Yeah, where all registrations are taking place. So you do that to make sure that you have your membership of health insurance. Then you also have your tax ID and your social security number. You have a bank details too. So based on these documents, it's easier for you to just apply for any job that you want to, get yourself into.
So the new students, or if you are new in Germany and you want to get a job, just get these documentations done.
Yeah, sure.
Health insurance, city registration.
You
name it. Yeah.
Sure.
So I ask you, you are from Ghana and
Yeah.
you came with your bachelor's degree.
Yeah,
You're
sure.
Yeah, so it's bachelor's degree. It's a bachelor's degree from Ghana.
Yeah.
So relevant enough to allow you get a job in Germany?
Oh, okay. So per the information that I have now, I think some bachelor degree is quite easier for you to, just find a job in Germany. Like people in IT stuff, it's easy for them, but it's not quite easy though, because most of them also have to express themselves in Deutsch or in German if you are able to, go through all this procedure. Because I know a colleague, he was from Cameroon and he applied straight from his country. He's a bachelor student, so it was easy for him because his skill is very unique and they need that kind of skills in a particular company. So it was easy for him. But other than that, any other course is quite difficult. 1 out of 10 that you can see students just being able to break through. So this is how the whole situation is.
I like the way you put it. 1 out of 10.
Yeah, sure.
So your certificate might not be so relevant for the workplace in Germany.
Yeah, sure. With a bachelor degree, it's quite difficult.
You have to come and start all over in Germany.
Yeah, because even with your bachelor's, they need to scale up.
You need to scale
to see that you meet the German standard,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's very important that in applying, people in the IT sector are quite, lucky, I'll say that, for them to, get that exposure. But people with different sector or different courses, I think it's quite a bit difficult for,
So basically your bachelor's degree, it's a non-starter, like you just don't mention it when it comes to Germany,
sure.
Unless in few cases where you can
sure.
bring that out that maybe you did IT or engineering or some machine learning programs.
Machine learning program, R programming, or SQL and other programs.
I get it. I get it now. So it's about jobs and working in Germany.
Yeah.
Can you be bold?
Yeah.
And tell viewers
okay.
some of the jobs available for students in Germany?
Okay, there's a lot of jobs for students in Germany. And jobs in the restaurant jobs, people can offer or apply for restaurant jobs, which basically is about whether you are going to wash dishes or you are going to help in the cooking sector, you understand? And basically food joints like McDonald's and Burger Kings is easy for students, get employed over there. Students can also go into logistics department, whereby logistics that are into delivery stuff to people or customers out there. You can help them in repackaging or loading and unloading of container, and those stuff, scanning and those stuff are there for students. also jobs like cleaning jobs are also available for students who want to engage themselves into cleaning. And I think it's a bit of, it doesn't involve a lot of stress. So most students are into those stuff, and it's very entertaining. And there also are other food joints like Lifrendo, where normally students have to, there is a packed food. You make sure that you deliver it to, people that order those items.
So someone buys a food,
yeah,
and you have to deliver the food.
yeah, sure. If you have your bicycle, you are good to go.
Okay.
You just ride to the person's place and deliver to the person. Yeah, so there are other jobs, there are supermarket jobs. At least if you have basic knowledge of the German, it's possible you can also work in the supermarket.
Supermarket.
Whether Lidl or Aldi, all these are Rewe, all these are supermarkets in Germany. So it's also important. But apart from this, there's a lot of jobs for students out there. So
all right.
Yeah.
Right, thanks. So you can be a Spule in Germany.
Yeah.
Go to the restaurant and there are more jobs for you.
Yeah, sure.
Logistics are also there for you to work. Viewers, we're taking a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. We are still here with Mr. Prince on working and studying in Germany. It's about working as a student and nothing else. So, where should a student's focus be? Should it be on jobs or on his or her studies? I'm asking this question because of the cost of living in Germany. I mean, does the environment allow you to do both at a time? Where should you focus?
Okay, so basically, as a student, as you know, you have something to achieve in life. So basically, your focus should be on schooling. But then there are also rent, as the cost of living in Germany is a bit high. So you need to get alongside the work to do, so that at least you can be able to offset certain bills that you incurred, So it's very important that you focus on the school, but then the jobs is also very important because you can't just come to Germany and say you are studying without working.
Okay.
Because at the end of the month, rent will be smiling at you. So it's important that you be able to combine the two together. Even though it's not quite easy for most students, but at least you should be able to combine and making the education the priority, the first priority, followed by any jobs that you want to do.
Yeah. So what about the studying environment? Is it a bit demanding? Combining both with jobs and stuff?
Yeah, it's not easy though. It's not easy because I remember using myself as an example. I was working with one company, and normally I work in the night. So after closing from work, I have to rush back to school early in the morning. Yeah, to continue studies over there and attend lectures. So in the lecture hall room, at times I'll be dozing off. So it was quite a problem for me. You cannot really focus that much. And I think with time, I begin to understand the system and know how to program myself very well. So it was quite easy for me, because back home in Ghana, we are not used to, or we are not exposed to certain things as a student, being working and at the same time studying, which is quite a challenge. So I entreat each and everyone that with perseverance, you can really focus and do the two together.
Yeah, so you are not exposed to the system, and there are some costs that you can't skip.
Yeah, that's it.
If you're in Germany, like rent, like TV and radio license, like health insurance. It's compulsory. You have to prove that you are insured.
And at the same time, you also have stuff that you may need,
Of course, once you are a student studying, you buy some stuff for yourself.
Yeah, sure.
But these three components, rent, TV and radio license, health insurance, you have to pay them.
Yeah, sure. That is important thing because you can't escape. If you escape, there will be letters around. Your landlord will be worrying you.
Yeah.
The radio sector will also send you letters upon letters. So you need to work, It's very important.
So are there some challenges studying and working?
Basically, as I said, a lot of challenges, Coming back from Ghana to study here and picking 5 courses and working at the same time.
6 courses, 5 courses.
See how is it?
Everything pushed on you.
Yeah, so most students normally are not much, into it.
Yeah.
Because studying and working is not something that is common among most of the African countries, So it was a challenge for me in the first place. But with time, I got to know about the system, and I was able to program myself very well to face the challenges ahead.
Yeah.
So it was not easy. Yeah.
All right. So a student is likely to do all the shifts in Germany: morning shift, afternoon shift, evening shift. Then you have to go for lectures as well. And this comes as a big blow.
Yeah.
If you don't program yourself and know what you're doing, you can make a big mistake for yourself. Yeah. It's about job, working. How do you remain relevant after your studies? I mean, you came to meet some students in here. After their studies, what did they do? Are they still here? I mean, are they back in their home countries? How were they relevant in the system after their bachelor's or master's degree program?
Oh, okay. For a student to be relevant in Germany, I think the first thing that one need to know is one need to be able to do 1 or 2 internships, you know, with companies to be able to familiarize with the environment, the work environment, and the market, job market. So with this internship, at least you should be able to at least know 1 or 2 programming skills, you know, something like, much about Excel, something about SQL, Germany use
Python,
Python and those stuff, SAP and other programming skills. So as a student, to stay relevant, when you have these basic skills or you have these skills at your disposal, it's very important that you have a chance of being employed by companies who really need your services. But it's quite rarely because it depends on the city, though, because most cities it's quite difficult for students to find jobs to do over there. But
and the course that the student does.
The course that the student did. But with the IT sector, I keep on saying, with the IT sector, Germany is much more into IT, engineering, and the health sector. So if you are there, you are good to go.
3 sectors: IT sector, engineering, and health sector. If you find yourself in these places, you're good to go. But for some courses and for some cities, you find yourself in a very tough and a challenging situation in getting a job while schooling or after schooling.
So what I would say is I will entreat each and everyone coming to Germany to at least, if you are about to come to Germany, at least know something about Excel. Try to do 1 or 2 programming skills, because even with our course that we are doing, most of the course we are doing, we are using programming skills to to analyze our data. We have the R programming, the stata, all these are basic things that you need to know, so that at least it will help you in the work environment.
Nice submission. Do you have any advice or your last submission for potential students coming to Europe or Germany?
Okay, my last submission is don't be scared. Germany is an interesting place to be, very nice place to be, and as a student, it's possible for you to work either as a mini job or a part-time or a full-time, and in doing that, it's quite flexible for you. When you are able to, schedule yourself or program yourself very well, you can combine the two together. You can study and at the same time work together. So don't be scared. Come to Germany. The environment is good. Everything is perfect for you to be here. And try also to be relevant, as my brother was asking me, try to at least know 1 or 2 programming skills. And after that, just try applying to companies, and God's will be good to you. It's possible that you can, be able to be employed by this company. So this will be my submission for people out there.
So don't be scared. Be motivated. Brace yourself up and come. Find some job doing and steady. That is his last submission. Thank you for coming on the show. We would like to meet you sometime for new topics and new discussion.
Thank you.
This is the MC show. Meet Charles. This is Mr. Prince.
Thank you for having me, and I really appreciate it.
Thanks too, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Bye.